What's up, guys? I'm at the channel. What we're doing today, we're gonna be working on the Mazda over here, my mother's car. Now it is running, everything's fine with it. The only thing I gotta do to it is time the engine a little bit better. There is a check engine code for it. Basically, it's just saying that there's a timing error. So the car does run fine, but what possibly happened, which I'll explain a little more later in depth, is we possibly did not align the sensor right with the crank. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But for now, let's get the tires off, jacked up, and all the good stuff we need to do right now. So, sadly, every time I come outside right now, it starts raining on me. And I go inside, it stops raining. So I'm like, oh cool, I go outside now. Come back inside, it starts raining on me again. Right now, it's just drizzling slightly, so hopefully we're good. But we're gonna go over there, get the tire off, and then hopefully easily be able to get this. It shouldn't be too bad. We shouldn't have to do a whole lot. We just gotta get the engine to top dead center, lock the engine into place, and be good to go on that part. Oh shit. I still never know what the hell that sound is when that does that. Alright. So now that we got this lined up here, I need to go to the store quick, get a 6mm bolt. I'll figure out the length in a second, but get that there just to lock it into place, make sure it's at 100% where it's supposed to be at. And then we'll go over here and basically we'll just adjust this here to be dead center on the 20th little gear things. If you see back here, it's these little gears, basically the 20th one around. I don't know what it's farting, but it's farting. All right, so I bought the bolt, M6. I don't know what size this is. I just told the guy, I'm like, hey, I just need something, da-da-da. So that's what he gave me, and fits perfect. All right, I'm gonna screw that in. That feels like it's pretty much like, I'll even turn, oh, here, I'm gonna screw that in a little bit more, and then we'll test it. All right, so I'll put this, tighten this in there real quick. I'm gonna just check. I'm gonna check to see if this thing's actually like, you know, in place. All right, she is 100% in place. I'm gonna say that's the tooth right there, and we are definitely not dead center with it. This needs to be dead center on here, so we're gonna move this whole sensor up a little bit. Now I will double check to. It's hard to do ones like this because. Sadly, you have that stupid frame in the way, but you're supposed to be able to count you're supposed to be able to count these little things here. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to count it, but basically there's like a big space like this, like so you have all these like little spaces right here. Well, up on top, straight up on top, there should be like a big gap like that big, and you start from the center of that gap and you count start counting the teeth to the left. So that ends up being the 20th tooth, which most likely it is, but I want to just count just because. All right, so there's something weird going on here. It's definitely not adding up to even 20 or 9, because I saw online there's like about 9 teeth and 20 teeth, but I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on here. But I'm gonna just move that sensor up a hair. Now I know what I see where it's at and what. Oh wait, where is that center on that? Nah, it needs to be moved up a hair up more. But hopefully that fixes what the issue is with this car. But I'm kind of a little scared about this because it's not counting 20 teeth this way, and I found another gap over there that it's 12 teeth this way. I don't know. I'm puzzled. So let me see if hopefully moving that. Hopefully we get the check engine light out. Hopefully, but I guess the only way to find out is to move that slightly. Alright, got that loosened up. Now I'm trying to line that up with. Alright, got the junk out of there now at least. Tighten it there. Hope for the best. That's all we can do. Like I said, luckily we're not taking any major apart, so this is just kind of like, alright, well, we can just kind of play with this sensor. see where it likes to be. If it's a good spot, bad spot. Now this is kind of where the old one used to be. So basically we probably changed about a degree or two on this whole thing here. So let's just tighten this up. Better freaking break the cam cover, one or the other. All right, we're gonna start her up and we're gonna go see if this hopefully fixes our major issue. Yeah. Oh, I'd see. Kind of sounds a little cleaner actually now. Pull you guys over here with me. So let's get some OBD2 stuff going here. I'm probably clear the code maybe and just see how it does after that. It's actually idling a lot better too. Access module, read codes, stored codes. Alright, so we'll clear the code. We'll just see if it comes back. Erase codes. Yes. Thank you. So our check engine light is now off. Now what I will do to me that sounds pretty damn good right now. I do gotta figure out how to turn off the TSS light and the that light, which I turned off once already, but I'll figure that out in a little bit. Now, if you ever want a good freaking impact, get a Milwaukee 1/2 inch, or really any of their tools for like this stuff. Amazing. It breaks off anything. I have a video coming out showing how good this thing is breaking off bolts that require pretty much, I think it's 1,200 foot-pounds needs to break these bolts with. And this thing's only rated up to I think 1,100, and they got it all. So definitely recommend a Milwaukee. All right, and 100 foot-pounds on these guys here. I put 100 foot-pounds. I think it's really 90 you only need, but I put 100 just because it makes it feel better. All right, we're gonna take this for a quick test drive. I have the code reader right here, just in case we need it. All right, let's get the seatbelt on. Let's do it for a test drive real quick. Brakes are terrible on this thing because they're so rusty right now. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Car feels like we're in the right timing and everything. Nothing too weird. Some of those lights have gone off. The only light that's still on is the traction control light, which I'll have to look up what causes that to go on exactly. Usually it's a speed sensor or a computer thing. I know speed sensors 100% on the wheels. So I just got to just make sure that they're all plugged in. But it wasn't on before though. I had all the lights off. The tire light's on because I guarantee you, when the tires are little. Oh, she's got power now. Yep, we're good. Temperature's okay. So for anyone who's new, listen, the car original issues was it was actually overheating. First it was the heater core hose blew off. So I replaced that, but I think what happened was that the thermostat was bad and basically overheated the engine the first time. Actually, I don't know. They may overheat once other time with my with them. I'm not quite sure the whole story of it, but I do know it overheated, blew that. We fixed it. I fixed it. You know, assuming all right, it's just a plastic piece. It cracked or whatever it was. You know, there's nothing. The engine ran fine. So we fixed that. They drove it. They were good for a little bit until basically the engine wouldn't start. It got to the point where the car started losing power and overheating again. This, that, and basically. Came down to it, it blew a head gasket. Don't know if it blew the head gasket the first time it overheated, and that's what, and it overheated so much that it actually lifted the head up and, you know, caused so much pressure to the point where it blew that plastic piece that was on the thing, or if it was just multiple overheats and eventually it killed the head gasket, because we only had 80 psi of pressure, which it took me so long to diagnose it because I did not want to tell my mother that her car was broken, like that broken, where it's like, all right, we're gonna rebuild an engine basically, which, you know, because at that point it's aluminum head, aluminum block. We gotta do for that, if you overheat it, you gotta take it to a machine shop. They gotta shave it down. Now what that includes is you gotta tear down the block, tear down the head. You know, I don't know if you gotta tear down the head all the way, but you gotta tear it down. They gotta surface it, and then you gotta rebuild it, which is just as expensive as buying a used engine, which, if I had more time and more, you know, I would say I would just build the engine, have fun with it, make some content with it. Problem is, I can't really miss work that much because, for one, I don't get paid much for doing the stuff we're doing right now. I'm doing it for just the fun of it and just, you know, for the hopes of everything in life. But, you know, so it's the time factor and all that. So it's like, all right, I got a good, you know, I get good engines from this one place, and I never had an issue, so we got an engine from them. Like I said, the only thing is that this one, I don't understand why the wheel's not lining up right with the timing. Like, it should be like 20 it should be 20 marks on it, and there's not. So I'm not quite sure about that exactly and why it's like that, but not like I said, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think in my head right now if I just repeated myself a couple times in that quick second, but who knows. But good news is the check engine's not coming back on. So you know, let's take on maybe we'll take on the road real quick. Yeah, it sounds a hell of a lot better. Honestly, before, it sounded good before, but honestly now it's like, there's like no hesitation in certain spots, because like I said, that's essentially, like I said, it just seems to be 1 degree off. If an engine's a degree off, it'll run fine, it'll be everything, but it may just be missing out on certain power or certain like that, you know? So you always want your engine at perfect timing and stuff like that. But, you know, the engine, like, mechanically, the engine was in time, but electronically, for the reading and everything like that, it was not in time. So it was basically the engine, instead of being at like 180 degrees, it'll be reading 180 degrees, but the actual position of the engine would be like 181, 182, or 178, 179 degrees instead of that 180, which, honestly, in degrees in the engine, that's a lot. That's a big difference. Honestly, those a difference in, you know, in how it behaves and stuff. I'll open the windows now. Oh shit, I was saying license plates on this car. I'll pull me over. I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm just testing out for my mother. I just want to make sure before I give it to her. Car driver really good, so I'm just gonna pull over right here, turn around. I think we're good, guys. I think we actually finally got somewhere with this damn thing. So right now, I'm just trying to read the codes on the computer for the traction control. I just had to go through a whole maze, which I didn't record it because this thing is a maze. Sometimes you can't find an exact thing, and you just gotta go through this thing like no tomorrow. So, waiting for this thing to load, and then we'll figure out what's going on with the traction control. Alright, so hit read codes. Still loading, and we have battery voltage low, communication fault error for this. Let's see what that means. So yes, that battery voltage was low and did die, so maybe there's just an issue with that, maybe. Alright, we're going to erase codes. Yes. That is fine. We're going to erase all the codes. And then, it's actually just live data, actually. So, All right, let's turn the car on, see what. All right, well, at least got codes off. Hey, do you want my seatbelt on? Here. There, you happy? Now we got one light. That honestly, I kind of want to just go put air in all the tires because I just don't want the light on. The chip. All right, listen, if there's no check engine after that, I think we're okay. So temperature's good, temperature's good, gas gauge is good, mile per hour would be nicer with higher up, and my RPMs, they're stable. So let's move up in the car. All right, well, still locked in the car. All right, so other than that, guys, I think we finally got this thing fully done. I've been really delaying to do that whole thing because my mom didn't have any registration or short yet or anything like that, so it wasn't really in a huge rush to get it done. But I really want her to register and store the thing so I can either test and drive it, drive it around and see how it goes to make sure it's 100%, or she can just take him if she wants, just drive around town and see if it needs anything. That's really all it needs. It just needs a bath now. A bath, and that's it. She's ready to drive off and be a big girl car she is. Alright guys, so other than that, listen, I'm going to end the video off there. Rest of today I'm probably going to do another video of something else. I'm not sure what we work on next or anything like that, but I'm kind of want to just try to do, this probably will be the first video I post up probably, maybe, I'm not sure, unless it's like a whole another video explaining it. But I will be doing daily uploads. I'm going to aim for 10 days straight. I've done, well, I know back in September or August I did like 2 or 3 weeks, so I don't know if I should just stay a month or should I just do a small goal. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know, like I said, maybe I'll do a separate video explaining more, and we'll actually, that'll be the video I will say it. But if this is the first video, listen, we're aiming for 10 days at least. Long goal, we go for a month straight, so see how it goes, see what I can do, see what I can schedule, see what we have to do around the house, and maybe you can just go-karting, stuff like that, and just go have fun and stuff. So see what happens. But other than that, guys, like I said, don't want to bore you guys too much. Car's finished up. It's great. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, do your taste of dreams, don't let it get in your way. Stay Maverick. I'll see you guys on the next one.